Now, a penny stock refers to a small company, ladies and gents, that trades below $5 in the US or 5 rands locally. These companies are usually or don't usually have bigger trading volumes, meaning that, of course, during market hours, the kind of volumes that you will see on a penny stock, it's very little to that you will see on maybe mid cap to large cap stocks. So meaning that there are not many people trading these penny stocks, which then makes it difficult for them to move by much, which is something that leads into, of course, even sometimes scammers coming and want to trade this company so that they can play with the prices, and that is making the price of the penny share or penny stock to surge or to rise by pumping in some money, because they know, and it's not a lot of people that are trading that stock. So it also attracts scammers, which is one of the things that we are still going to talk about. I mean, locally, you will know that these penny stocks, we do have penny stocks in the JSE, we do have penny stocks in New York Stock Exchange, we do have penny stocks almost everywhere. And yes, there are penny stocks that, of course, we have seen them. We've seen company grow from penny stocks to, of course, small market stocks into medium or mid cap stocks, which is something that is pretty exciting. But it's only few that, of course, get there. But most of them, ladies and gents, penny stocks don't really come out, or they just forever remain penny stocks. So some end up being delisted. I mean, locally, if I'm to bring you back home here in South Africa, you will know that there was once a company called Nutritional Holding. I think that company was delisted from the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. I once owned that company and sold my stocks, but it remains delisted in the JSE because there were so many things that they were not complying with the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. I think there was a point in time where they were told to hire a CFO, and because the current or the existing CFO in the company was not experienced enough to meet the requirements by the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and therefore, because of that and the other issues that the JSE had with Nutritional Holdings, after giving them some time to rectify that, they ended up suspending their shares from trading in the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So penny stock can be quite tricky, and for a new investor, obviously penny stocks are the ones that you see most new investors coming to invest in, because number one, these stocks are trading at a very low price. I mean, talk about Nutritional Holdings again. This stock once traded at 1 cent, and people were buying this stock like crazy, because if Nutritional Holdings could move from 1 cent to 2 cents, that would result into people generating 100% of their returns. That is why many people, when they start investing in stocks, they want to buy stocks that are cheap, stocks that are 20 cents, 50 cents, 1 rand, because from 1 rand to 2 rands, I suppose it's not as difficult as getting from to see a stock from 1,000 rands to 2,000 rands. So it's easier for people when they join or when they come to the stock or buying shares, investing in the stock market, to come and buy penny stocks. But like I said, or like I always say to those that, of course, are interested into penny stocks, is that they need to do some due diligence, because in as much as yes, penny stocks have got the potential to generate you a lot of money in a short space of time, they also have a high risk, a serious high risk, because, ladies and gents, they can be easily manipulated. They can be easily delisted because of not complying to the stock exchange requirements. They can, ladies and gents, what we saw with Nutritional Holdings, I'll make an example about this company, because I was also once a shareholder of the company. What happened is that Nutritional Holdings, ladies and gents, they did a reverse stock split, which of course reduces the number of outstanding shares, which resulted in 1 share of Nutritional Holdings trading at 25 cents. That, ladies and gents, was not a good move, because those, again, that bought that share at 1 cent, they thought they would easily see 2 cents, because as the company grows. But what happens is that the company reduced the number of outstanding shares by introducing a reverse stock split, which therefore means that they were increasing the value of the share price without the company actually growing. So yeah, man, that's usually a low blow, because the company is not growing, but you want to increase the share price or the stock price of the company. So that's what we see, or that's the danger, or some of the risk that comes when investing into penny shares or penny stocks. So yeah, man, before you buy a penny share or a penny stock or penny share, make sure that you have done some thorough due diligence, and you know at least that this company is open, you know that or you check that it does not have any non-compliance with the stock exchange, because if they do, it will result in the same thing that happened to a company like Nutritional Holdings, and their shares being suspended and people crying about their money, and because it will be difficult, or it won't be as easy for you to get your money when that stock is no longer trading at the JSE or Johannesburg Stock Exchange. So you need to be careful. Yes, penny shares can give you a lot of money in a short space of time, because, ladies and gents, like I said, they can be easily manipulated, because the trading volumes, which of course shows how people are buying, selling the shares, ladies and gents, is not as high, or it's not that high. Whereas on other stocks, when the volumes are they are very big and massive, and that, ladies and gents, it means that those big stocks, those medium stocks, those small stocks, small cap stocks can be easily manipulated by scammers, whilst of course with penny shares that can easily take place. Just make sure that you know, or you've got some information about the penny share that you own, because most of them, they won't give you information on the penny stocks. Some information might be missing, or there won't be enough information on certain aspects, which makes it certain aspects that are very important, which does not make it easier for one to invest into those stocks, because, ladies and gents, information like that, some information are quite critical, because they can lead into a penny stock being suspended, like what we saw on Nutritional Holdings. Personally, I'm not a fan of penny stocks, but I do buy sometimes penny stock, but it's not something that I do for a long term with penny shares. I do maybe for a short term, maybe that penny stock or penny share is going to report earnings and there are positive outlooks. I can decide to put money onto that penny stock or penny share to get short-term gains, maybe post the earnings, which is something that, of course, sometimes I do. But long-term, honestly, I'm not a person that in my portfolio I can say I've got penny shares that trade at very low volumes, because, ladies and gents, personally, I like companies that are open and everything is there, and at least they've got some good trading volumes on the markets. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this, of course, information about penny shares or penny stocks. Tell me what you think about this information, and have you done some due diligence on that penny stock? Tell me anything, and tell me some of the names or some of the penny stocks that you own. Personally, at the moment, I do not own any penny stock, but obviously, like I said, sometimes when we approach the earnings season, I usually look for some opportunities that can make me money, maybe in a short space of time. So you'll find that I inject some money onto a penny stock, hoping that maybe it brings me some good money, because with penny shares, like I said, you can be rich overnight, or you can make a lot of money overnight, which therefore, yeah, it is always good that you sometimes just risk some time and see if you can't make some good gains. And of course, you risk only what you are willing to lose. And also, you don't just take a risk in life, you just take a risk on investing. You must at least do some due diligence to identify red flags on the investments before you put your money. That is very important. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.